experienced it and I was like, oh, whoa. Opened my mind to a whole different feeling.
I see how this messes with the chemical balances. Yeah.
About to go downtown.
Downtown K.
Downtown. You about to go downtown.
Hey guys, it's your girl Kay, and I'm here somewhere different today. I'm loving it, but most of you may know me from Downtown World. That's Don't Waste No Time with Negativity, or the home of Eat Fruit and Mind Your Business. And we are here to celebrate Toronto King, R&B, panty dropper, wetter, whatever you want to call it, Romeyo Wilson. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. This is how the intro started? Dang.
We can change it. We can change it.
We're good. Panty dropper.
Keep going. I already fucked up. Okay. Sorry. I just, you set the tone. You said she wants chocolate. I just hear.
Chocolates.
Chocolates. Is that what, was there a plural?
Not chocolate.
Okay. All right. I see you. So, you've been putting in a lot of work, and more than the average. And we're here today to celebrate one of our most favorite meals.
Yes.
Breakfast,
yes.
bed and breakfast,
Yes.
B.I.B. What inspired this project?
What inspired this project is I've had a lot of experiences in the intimacy world, and I felt like it was time to explore that concept and try to make it as tasteful as possible with a bold side of it, And I felt like breakfast in bed was like a perfect representation of reminiscing about what happened last night and wanting more the next day. So
Okay.
I felt like it was the perfect way to put it. I was like, breakfast in bed. I was like, okay, I'm embracing what happened last night while we're still here.
Yeah.
So
It's really good that you seem highly aware of yourself and the things that you definitely probably experienced already or you're walking into. What is something else that helps you to kind of make that differentiation between someone that's really here for you or someone that's trying to be a part of the Romeyo Wilson wave? Because you're human too.
Yeah, for real. You actually don't really know.
Jeez.
So you just have to trust your gut.
Yeah.
And when I say trust your gut, even in all situations, even if you're not an entertainer, there's red flags and there's signs that show that people are not good for you.
Give me one. Give me one. Give me one. Give me the craziest one.
So for example,
Yeah.
I used to be cool with someone, and I realized they made it a thing to always make a story, an Instagram post with me in it. So I'm I chill with my niggas all the time, so I don't need to make a video when I'm showing what I'm chilling with somebody I care about. So I just peep the habit of every time we're chilling, it's yo,
Yeah.
woo-woo. And I'm one of those.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm one of those. That's a red
Throw it
flag.
back in the water.
You want to show that you're with me instead of just being with me.
Facts.
So I was that's a red flag.
1000%. And I agree with that because it's kind of the equivalent sometimes for women that are more independent or coming more up in their bag, and a guy will say something oh, hey, big money.
Yeah,
or I see you flexing out, and I'm mad uncomfortable.
Mad shade.
Yeah, mad uncomfortable. Why are you here?
Yeah.
So, curious to know, right? Because you brought up dating again. How did that Rome Nation date go? What can you say about it?
Shout out to Shania. I remember her name because she's actually really
Hey,
good.
Shania.
She's that person. Shout out Shania. I went to Montreal. So I drove to Montreal with my team, and I took her to some pasta place. And it was
Chicken Alfredo?
I like chicken parmesan.
Okay.
So I got chicken parmesan. But yeah, the vibe was dope. As soon as she saw me, she gave me a big hug, and we took pictures and stuff. And I got her flowers and a teddy bear.
Sigh of relief.
Because it could have been really.
It could have been weird. It could have been horrible.
But it was actually top 5 best dates.
That is amazing. And I love to hear stories like that. And it just shows how much of a you say it, but action wise, how much of a real person you are, because that's mind blowing. You're still human at the end of the day.
Yeah,
yes, you're Romeyo Wilson, but you've also curated your life to a point where your artistry is real. Everything you do within it is real. Where you're able to really bless others. Yeah, it was a date in Montreal, but you don't know what that did for her,
exactly.
or the confidence and self-esteem like your music talks about, ambitious women, like how that can help them to feel like someone's out there rooting for them.
Definitely.
So you got that. Good job.
Thank you.
So what is the meaning now? We can dig a little bit deeper into breakfast in bed.
Okay.
Because I don't want nothing spilling in my bed.
Question.
Okay?
The meaning of breakfast in bed.
All right.
Alright, let's break it down like this. We have a night of passion yesterday.
All right. All right.
Mind you, I'm a person that enjoys that act, right? But as much as I enjoy it, I'm not a community sex object. So like, not everyone is just coming to my house and
Yeah.
getting it popping.
Which they assume, as an R&B artist that makes music. Yeah.
But I'm very selective. So like, if we are in that situation, 10 times out of 10,
You've been.
I want you to stay. Like, it's not like okay, get out now. It's not one of those. It's like, I want you to stay.
Yeah.
Like, to the next morning or this vibe. So like, the breakfast in bed comes from us enjoying last night and me wanting you to stay so that we can have breakfast in bed. Either talk about what happened last night, repeat what happened last night,
Yeah.
or just relax and enjoy just the morning without having to worry about getting up and doing stuff.
And it's kind of crazy to me to like hear you as a guy say that, but it makes a lot of sense because a lot of women always like, it could look that way.
Yeah.
It could look that way. So it's kind of hard to like deconstruct whatever notion people may feel like they have of you and be like, no, this is me.
Yeah.
Actually enjoy that moment and be able to really, yeah.
Yep. A lot of people don't understand that because the music speaks louder than my personality, right? So like, it's cool to have moments like these where I can actually speak like, yo, I'm not like a savage.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm a regular person like you, but I just enjoy it in a way where I can sing about it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And a lot of the songs are inspired from real situations.
Yeah. What is your ideal breakfast in bed?
Me, I'm a French toast guy. Yeah, definitely. I like French toast. I'm a turkey bacon guy. I don't really like the whole.
I noticed you emphasize your turkey
Yeah, you gotta.
bacon. We don't
make
deal
sure-
with the hog. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta make sure we get the turkey bacon.
Yeah.
I'm an apple juice guy. I'm not really into the whole like croissants, bagels type thing. I do like scrambled eggs or cheese, but like the more I get older, the more I start liking eggs less. Like, I don't know, like when I was a kid, I used to be like eggs. But now it's just like, give me a little bit of eggs, please. Like I'll take a little bit of eggs, or if I go to like Timmy's or anything else, I wouldn't even get eggs.
True.
So that's my breakfast.
I thought I was the only one. Like lately, I've been feeling like that. Like I've been breaking it down more. I'm like, why we choose this egg? Why we choose this animal? Like you be getting into it, right?
Yo, for real.
So yeah, I agree with that. But there's certain yummy things in the kitchen when you cook. Like you just need the egg. But I feel you. So how has being from Brampton with Toronto impacted your talent and development?
Fun fact: when I lived in Toronto, because I was born in Toronto,
Sorry.
like downtown Hardysville.
So do you really like separate the two?
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely separate the two.
Cause I'm from Toronto, so I'm like, is there a real like Brampton pride out here? Like, put me on, cause.
So I'm born in Toronto.
Okay.
King and Dufferin, right downtown.
See it? Okay.
I moved before I started making music, so when I was like 14, and then when I got to Brampton is when I got introduced to music completely. In Toronto, I rapped like just on the side, like nothing crazy. With my homies.
Don't go so fast.
Like with my homies, like on the side, like it was just like a at the park
Cypher.
rapping.
Yeah. Okay.
So then when I got to Brampton, it was kind of weird that I started singing and took it serious.
Yeah.
Right? Even when I was in Toronto, it was mostly sports. Everyone wants to be a sports athlete. I was into football.
Okay.
My dad
Flag
played-
football or real football?
Real football.
All right. We ain't gonna let him get it off over here. Okay.
Yeah, real football. My dad played for the CFL,
Sick.
for the Argonauts. So
Shout out to y'all.
yeah, so he was definitely like, go play football. And then like,
And you're like, Dad, I must sing.
yeah, like if you feel my hands, like they're very soft. I don't
Yes,
do
they
nothing rough. Like I don't do nothing rough. Like, and that's
Yeah.
just like how I've been. Like I've been like, yo, I don't want to get banged up with football. Like, this is too
Yeah,
much.
like you see this.
So
I
like,
feel you.
He's like, I see, I understand.
Yeah.
And then I got to Brampton, started pursuing it, I started to show and prove, and they started to like understand my vision, because like I had my first sold out show at the Phoenix, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
you want to do this for real.
Dope.
And then like I never heard no sports talks again.
Dope. How many of your exes have reached out after the release of Bed and Breakfast? I was like, Romeo.
How many exes? I don't really have that many exes. So like, no one that I was serious with hit me up. For the most part,
Couple stragglers.
the people that know who it was about,
Yeah.
they like it. They're like, yo, this is a dope way of putting it. Not like you are very clever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you say stuff without exposing. So it's like you're very clever, and I appreciate your art in that way. So that's the most I got from people.
Come on.
Do you break people's hearts?
I no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Just checking.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, shoot. Okay, so digging more into Breakfast in Bed, right? Now I thoroughly want to go through the project with you because as I was expressing to you earlier, this was one of your projects where I really felt like I was able to enjoy it from top to bottom, and I loved the fact that it was like 20-minute pack, but it didn't feel like 20 minutes. So you end up listening to it for like 3 or 4 times straight because it's that great of a project, and it was in 20 minutes. So job well done on that. So OnlyFans, very spicy, but you did not cool it there. You know, hit record, Keep Your Heels On,
Yes.
beautiful track. Heels are not comfortable, but you made me forget that with this song. So what inspired Keep Your Heels On? I love the falsettos you hit in there, the pockets. It was a beautiful, I could tell you spent time on that track. Thank you. So what inspired Keep Your Heels On?
First off, I'm 6'3", so like when girls wear heels,
Yeah,
it's a little bit.
you fit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Just like that.
You know what I mean? Like it just looks good. It's not like you're taller than me. It's like you're just at my chin now.
Yeah.
So now it's like a little bit better. But also, it came from another experience too, where I was like, oh wow, like you look really good in heels.
Yeah.
Let me take everything else off.
Yeah.
You know, like.
You said it. It's okay.
Yeah, so it's basically like that. It's like one of those moments where it's like, I don't really care about my carpets. It's okay today. You keep those on.
Jeez.
You know,
I hear you. And you know what's hilarious with you? You know, just as a little like minute, okay? I need y'all to really stream all this man's music. I don't know why you were so like it's hilarious how like shy he is. Like, and it's like, I heard your music. What are you shy about? You said this. You harmonized this.
I feel that.
So
I'm just very like, I don't go to parties. Like I don't go to clubs, nothing.
okay.
So,
Like recently, or is that just
It's never been a thing for me.
okay?
If I do go to parties, because I got like a hosting or something, but like my idea, like
Yeah.
night out is never to go to
Yeah.
party. And I'm very like,
Yeah.
I'm very like to myself. And
Yeah.
people's.
It's okay. Do you keep being you,
Thank you.
right? Losing all control.
Okay.
I love that because it kind of like ties in even with our whole conversation and like when you think about inhibitions and all those things. So what inspired losing all control? Because it's not Missy Elliott. Music gonna make you lose control. It was losing all control. So like what inspired that? What made you want to title it that? It's such a like.
It came from a situation of like toxicity, and sometimes not sometimes, all the time we know when something bad, but we still stay.
Yes.
So it came from like experience where it's like one of my like more emotional songs on the project.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh my god, this feels so right, but in the back of my mind, I know like this is definitely not good for me.
Yeah.
And it's hard to like get away from it until you do, and then you look back and you're like, wow, that was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that's where it came from. It came from being like in a state of like no control when you're with someone that you care about that doesn't reciprocate the same energy.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Is that like a guy version of like getting butterflies in the stomach?
It's a guy version of being like I guess whipped.
Okay.
Like I'm whipped to the fact that I think you want me, but I'm not sure if you do.
Jeez. Do you feel like you've ever been whipped before?
Me?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah?
I'm a level one. I told you this. I told you this.
I told you already. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Okay, so Losing All Control, I believe it was, I don't want to get it wrong. Yes, Sex You Up, right? Which is becoming like a lead single, I'm realizing. Am I correct? Because I don't know, you see your numbers, I don't.
Yeah,
but
Sex You Up is one of the highest.
is it going? Okay, it goes up, right? I want to sex. What inspired Sex You Up? I want to know what was the writing, like what brought on that? We need to know.
The inspiration behind Sex You Up
Yes.
comes from
Yes.
a situation
Yes.
where I was with a partner
Okay.
that I was with,
All right.
and I experienced unprotected sex for the first time.
I heard you.
So
Was that the first time?
First time, first and only time actually.
Okay.
So I experienced it and I was like, oh. Opened my mind to a whole different feeling.
I see how this messes with the chemical
No.
balances. Yeah.
So I was like, oh wow, like it really opened my brain to like, this is what it feels like with no Jimmy. And I was like, whoa. Right? And then it's super like stick to me. Like it's an experience I'll always remember. Like I've only did it once, so it's like
Definitely
I'll
very
never
vivid.
forget it, right?
Yeah.
So it's very vivid. Like I see it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So like when I put it in the song, it was basically me popping my shit. Like yo, I'll do it with no condom. Like let's get it. Like but
Yeah, like you were going in.
Yeah.
I was
but
like, Romeo?
It just came from me being like
Yeah.
in that experience where I got so comfortable, where I was like, yo, I'm gonna risk it all right now.
which is real. Like a lot of people, irresponsible people, can.
Safe sex is the best. I'm just saying that one moment.
It's very important for you to say that,
Safe
right?
sex is very important.
It is because it's very important, especially with everything going on in the world. Especially just loving thyself. But what made you decide to like be that freeing about it? Because I've heard songs talk about the first time. One of my favorite renditions of that would be like J. Cole when he talked about, the whole as a teen getting with the young lady. And I never heard someone talk about, or at least a gentleman talk about the first time, like,
They did something.
yeah, did it raw. Jeez.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it. Would
Yeah.
I do it again? Would anyone know? But it was
No.
worth it for
Yeah.
the person I was with, because it was like it took our
Time
intimate
together.
life to like a different type of conversation.
About to go downtown.
Downtown, hey.
Downtown. You about to go